Fresh here. Welcome to Fresh Gaming. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the heroes in the Hero War game. So if you start playing the game, you will receive your first hero, and then gradually during your play, you will be receiving more and more heroes. And let's talk about their main stats. Let's talk about where you can find them, what you can learn about them, and how you can develop them and level them up to the higher levels, to the higher ranks, and to be able to fight harder and better in your next battles. So you can see your heroes in the middle bottom page. So if you click on this icon of the helmet, and here you can see all of your heroes that you currently possess, except for those ones for which you don't have enough soul stones. So currently there are 62 heroes in the game as of today, which is 7th of March 2024. But in the beginning, so when you start playing the game, you will have only Galahad as your main hero, and then gradually you will be gaining more and more heroes. So here you will see at the beginning mostly just the bar which will show you how much soul stones you have of that specific hero before you are able to evolve them and basically have them in the game. So let's talk about the main stats of the heroes. So once you click on the heroes, you would be able to see this main page where you have the individual sheets. And on those individual sheets or the screens, you would be able to see the main stats of the heroes. So let's start with the skills one. So here you can see all of your hero skills, which you will be using during the battles. So there are 4 types of skills, which you will gain depending on your level and depending on the level of your promotion. So basically how much you promote your hero, how much you level up your hero. So once you reach a certain level, you would be able to gain all of those, but you will start with your main ability, and then gradually you will be earning the following ones. So once you click on the individual skill, you are able to see what it does. You will see the description, and you will have the individual levels of those abilities that you can then level up by using your skill points, which you can see here. So at the beginning, you will have less skill points. I think it will be around 10. But if you want more, you would need to gain more either VIP points. So by purchasing certain items in the game, you will be able to gain more VIP points. But you can easily play even free to play, and you can just use those 10 points that you have available. You will be losing them once you will be leveling up your skills, but you can then replenish them either by just waiting the time, which is 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you will receive 1 point, or you can simply add or spend some emeralds to purchase additional skill points. So then you will see here as well the main skin of the hero, which is the second tab, and you can switch between the individual skins if you have them purchased or if you have them if you obtain them during some special events, for example. So here you can click in the second tab, and you can see all the different types of skins that you can purchase either in some shops. For example, the champion skin is purchasable in the Guild Wars shop, or you can purchase the other skins through just clicking on this button, and you will be able to pay them with your strength skin stones or with your agility skin stones, depending on the type of hero that you have. If you will earn enough, which is 5,000, usually you are able to purchase the specific specific skin. So then you can click in between those to change the appearance of your hero. But the bonuses that you will be gaining by getting those skins are not changing. So basically, once you obtain the skin and once you level up your skin to the max level, you already have that bonus of that skin, and no matter which skin you click on or you will use, you will still get the bonus of all of your skins that you have purchased. Then let's go to the stats. Every hero has a different role and different stats. So in general, there are 3 types of heroes in the game. There are tanks there that are then are damage dealers or DPS heroes, and then you have the healers. So the tanks are usually the ones that are in the front, so taking a lot of damage. So they need to have a lot of health. They need to have a lot of armor to withstand a lot of those attacks. And then you have the damage dealers that are usually in the middle. Sometimes they are in the front of the play. And then you have your healers, which are healing all your team members. So then for the DPS types of heroes, so damage dealers, you have the variety of the roles. You can have either physical damage dealers, which are mainly warriors. They are either causing the melee attacks or the ranged attacks, but they are causing the physical damage. So in order to prevent this damage, you need to have a high armor. On the other hand, there are mages. Mages are the magic damage dealers. So basically, they are using the magical spells and magical abilities to penetrate the armor better. So for that one, your tank would need to have some magic protection. And then you have other types of abilities or other types of roles for the damage dealers. For example, control. They're like supporting role, which is helping helping to control the crowd. So, for example, there are those heroes are using a lot of stuns. They're using a lot of abilities that move the individual heroes around the playground, etc. Then you have support roles. Support roles are especially useful in different scenarios where the heroes are providing different types of buffs to your heroes. For example, some protection spells or some increases of the abilities or decreasing the abilities of the opponent's heroes, etc. Apart from that, there are not any other types of roles that the damage dealers have. And then you have the special roles. Special roles are only for the certain type, only for certain types of heroes. So, for example, special role blast is for those 4 heroes that you can see here. Or you can have, for example, special role of undead, and undead is, for example, in here, Corvus. And you can have as well other types of special role, for example, Grove Keeper. So those are not really useful in the campaign, but they can be really useful in the Asgard when you want to defeat the boss. You can get a special buffs if you have a certain amount of these special roles in your team. You can find it here. For example, Wakeful Undead. If you have at least 3 undead in the team, each member will get a 20% chance of not falling asleep during the inflicted slumber of nightmare versions, if the inflicted slumber of nightmare visions is active. So this is only useful in these scenarios and maybe later on in some other events where those special roles are taken into consideration. But generally in the normal game, in the campaign, for example, it is not that useful for specific improvement. So let's continue with additional abilities. So we have the main roles, and then there are the hero stats. So each hero has 4 main stats, and then additional stats which are supporting him or giving him some specific abilities or some specific improvements. So the main stats are intelligence, agility, and strength. So intelligence, if you click on those individual abilities, on those individual stats, you are able to see what each of them is providing. So for example, intelligence is giving the hero 3 points in the magic attack and 1 point in the magic defense. And if this stat is your main stat, so as you can see in here, here is written which kind of stat is the hero's main one. And if this hero would be using the intelligence as his main stat, he would be adding, or he will be receiving some extra points in the physical attack. The same goes with the agility and strength. So it is adding, for example, strength is adding additional hit points. So this ability or this stat is specifically used mainly by tanks. So because the tank needs a lot of them, not a lot of health to mitigate a lot of damage. And if it is the main stat, which is the case here with Galahad, he will get some extra points for the physical attack. Then you have the two types of attacks and two types of armor. So there is a physical attack and there is a magical attack. So physical attack is the attack with the main abilities or with the main attacks. Usually the warriors and melee damage dealers or even range damage dealers have the physical attack as their main stat, or basically their main way of attacking. And then the individual abilities or skills that the hero has, they are usually being damaged, or they usually damage the opponent with the magical attack. And then for each of those attacks, you need to have some protection. So you have the armor, which is the protection against the physical attack, and then you have the magic defense, which is the protection against the magical attacks. So each and every hero has this differently, but then there are additional stats which are again hero specific. So for example, there is vampirism, for example, for Galahad, which is giving him a 45% chance to transfer some of the damage into the health. So once Galahad is attacking, he is receiving portion of that damage back as a health point. And then additional points or additional stats for other heroes is, for example, additional magic penetration or additional physical penetration, so the armor penetration. Those are adding some extra damage to, and is basically avoiding certain amount or ignoring certain amount of the armor of the opponent, either the normal armor or the magic armor or magic defense, let's say. So those would be the main stats. And let's go to the items. So items are the, let's say, the main armor of the hero, and let's say gear. There are different types of gear that you can obtain during your play. You can obtain it through playing the campaign. So in the individual missions, you will receive either the full item or the individual parts of the item. And if you earn enough of the individual parts, then you can assemble the item and equip it. And once you equip your item, you will gain the certain addition to the individual stats. So as you can see here, for example, the steel pauldron is adding 25 armor. So once you gain all of those 6 armor items or gear items, you are able to evolve your hero. And once you evolve your hero, you will go to the next level. So you are starting with the white level, and you can gain all, or you are able to go all the way up to the red +2. With each and every level, you are increasing um, the bonuses that you're getting from your item, as well as like increasing the general stats of your hero. Apart from the items, you are evolving your hero by leveling up. So if you play the game, you are receiving the XP potions for XP points for the individual missions, and once you level up your hero, you will gain additional stats. And then you are as well promoting your heroes to the next rank by receiving enough soul stones. So you start with a certain portion of the stars. So for example, it really varies from the hero. Sometimes when you receive a hero, you have the 3 stars. Sometimes you have only 2 stars, and some of the heroes are being received already with 4 or 5 stars. But that's really rarely the occasion. In most cases, your hero would be around the 3 stars. And then once you've earned enough soul stones, you are able to evolve your hero to the next level by clicking at the evolve button, and you will gain your next level. Then in the other sheet you can find your glyphs. Glyphs are like slots where you can insert those. There are like 5 slots in the game for each and every hero, and those are improving your individual stats, mainly the main ones. And you can improve them, or you can level them up by using the individual runes that you will obtain during the game, either by playing the game, so obtaining the points for the play, or just simply by purchasing them if you have enough money, or by leveling up some other parts of the heroes by, for example, improving your gifts of elements, or just simply uh, finishing some of the quests that you have in the game. So the glyphs and the gifts of elements are leveling up your main stats. So gift of elements is only for the 3 main stats, so for strength, intelligence, and agility. That's for every hero the same. And for glyphs, you have here mostly your main ability, so the one that is your main stat. Then you have your main stat for the attack, main stat for your protection. So either it's an armor, it's a dodge, or it's health, and then you have additional 2 stats which are some special stats. So for example, every single hero has the main one, every single hero has the main attack, every single hero has the health, and the rest are being different from hero to hero. So for example, here you can see as his hero is the warrior, she has a magic attack as one of the additional stats, and armor as additional bonus that you can get here. On the other hand, for example, for tanks, it's mostly anything related to the defense, so it's either the magic defense or health or additional armor. So these are the glyphs and gifts of elements. And if you go to the artifacts here, artifacts are basically additional gear that your hero can possess. Those are 3 main things. The first one is your main weapon. It differs from the hero to hero, and if you will be leveling up your main weapon, you will have an activation chance to gain certain improvement of your main ability. So the main ability is the first one, and you will get a chance to have some additional bonus to that ability, so it will deal more damage. And then you have 2 more, which is some book and some ring. Again, it differs from hero to hero, but each of them has either a book or a ring, and those are again increasing your main stats. So the ring is increasing your main hero stats, and the book is increasing your 2 additional stats that are most important for your type of hero. So for example, for tanks, you can see it's the armor penetration or magic defense, whereas on warriors, you will mostly have some critical chance or physical attack, or then maybe a magic attack if it's a mage. So the last part is related to the Unsession. In the Unsession again, Ascension, sorry. For the Ascension, you can either develop the branches of the tree. The branches of the tree are adding the bonuses to all types of heroes in that specific role. So for example, if you have a healer roles, you can improve all of your heroes by adding the points here. Or if you are improving your Unsession ranks, you are improving them only for that hero specifically. So this is not, if you are leveling up those Unsession levels, this is for each and every hero separately done. It's not done for all the heroes, but the branches of the tree are improving all the heroes in that specific role. So that's it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it and you gained some extra knowledge about the game, and I hope you will enjoy the game. So stay tuned for additional videos, and if you like the video, feel free to subscribe, like, or leave some comment under the video. And you can ring the notification bell if you want to receive additional videos from myself regarding the game, or maybe some gameplays that I will be adding in the following videos. So stay tuned and have a nice day.